You're listening to the Millennial Minute podcast, giving this generation what they want to hear.
Welcome up. Wake up. I was going to say wake up tea, but welcome. Welcome, guys. We're back today with you. We had a slightly less populated Millennial Minute today, but we're still going to bring you that same Millennial Minute energy.
Really? I think it streamlined it to its most optimal level at the moment.
Probably. You know what? Honestly, I agree. You know, we're missing out on Lord Lightskin himself.
But we're a glitch in the Matrix, remember?
Is this a glitch in the Matrix?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if Alif was a part of...
no, he's not.
Okay. All right, then. So, yes, this is Glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah.
So, anyways, going around the table really quick. We've got our boy from all the way in D.C. We got Shibs. Tell the people how you doing.
Oh, what's up, Mo?
Oh, what's up, Mo?
Mo?
Yeah, people say Mo in DC a lot.
Mo? What's up, Mo?
Oh, that's crazy, Mo.
Oh, okay. All right. That's that East Coast slang that we're learning from Mr. Blackwood himself.
Hey, well, they're gonna start trickling in. Don't worry, y'all.
All right, then. I like it.
Yeah, hey, that's just flames.
Moving on. Taking a trip all the way back to California. We've got skirt. We got Miss T herself. Miss T time. How we doing?
We're doing.
Mm-hmm. Going? All right.
Going.
Yes. And I will be your boy, the host for today, filling in for Mr. Roderick. Get well soon, sir. Whatever it is. I'm joking.
I was like, he's sick.
I'm joking. But no, whatever he's doing, you know what? Handle that, and also Alif, handle whatever it is that you're doing. But anyways, before we get into our topic for today, let's go ahead and shout out our sponsors. First off, you know what? Our day one A1s, we got Productive Culture. Productive Culture handles anything from mixing, mastering audio, whatever else that you need to do pertaining to that. Take your level from 0 to 100. They got you. They're the reason why we're able to bring you this podcast from our home. We're being safe, socially distant, even though it seems like people have forgotten that we're still currently in a pandemic. But yes, socially abiding, bringing you this podcast. Hit them up, productiveculture.com/podcast. Tell Millennial Minute sent you, and you'll get hooked up. So we got that. And then last but not least, we've got our sponsor, 3-Bit Games. 3-Bit Games. Shout out to 3-Bit. 3-Bit handles all collectibles, Funko Pops, cards, video games. If you need a PS4, if you need a PS5, hit them up. See what they can do for you. They're located at 1600 East Holt Avenue, Space K24 in Pomona, California. So if you're in the IE, hit them up. Support Black businesses. Support all businesses, but mainly let's support local businesses, guys. So that's what we're doing. We're doing our part. Do yours too. So yeah, we got paid. Now I guess we're gonna be getting into our Millennial Minute topic for today, guys.
Yeah,
it is spooky season, so you know we're going to be trick or treating, or maybe not, because well, COVID is also affecting us in Halloween. Did you guys think that we would be done by COVID by now?
Yes, I'm so confused.
No,
like in the sense of like, I thought maybe by this time we would probably have it more under control. And I feel
I believe
that's what I mean. Like I feel like not done with it, because I don't think and even if we would have done what we were supposed to do, I don't think it would have been done.
Well, think about when it started in March. Everyone was like, oh, it's going to be just 2 weeks of everything closing. And it's like 8 months in. And
the only person that was Trump.
Yeah, I guess so. Because, it's just we haven't taken it seriously. But we have to learn to live with COVID rather than deal with COVID.
What did it cost? What did it cost us? Halloween.
It's cost us Halloween. And now we're not
Halloween.
Yeah, it's not Halloween, and then it's gonna start getting to Christmas and all that.
Nothing stops Christmas.
I guess
not a pandemic, not a world war. Nothing stops Christmas ever.
Will Santa catch COVID? Could Santa catch COVID?
Don't even talk about Santa like that.
Okay, he probably can't catch COVID. But anyways, guys, we're focusing on Halloween.
Can I talk about Santa?
and-
Santa and baby daddy? Not baby daddy, sugar daddy.
Santa is daddy.
Yes, but yes, our holidays are starting to be affected. First up will be Halloween now. We're going to kind of discuss as millennials our Halloween centered social distance, how we're dealing with it for the holiday this episode. Because I feel like we're entering in a really interesting time. A lot of millennials, maybe they have kids and their kids want to go out trick or treating. Millennials also, for some reason, are just so interested in throwing parties and not wearing masks and doing all that fun stuff. So there's going to be that aspect too. And then the people that also just want to stay at home. We have to touch on that. We have to talk about the people. We are the podcast for the people. Anyways, T, go ahead and get us into the Millennial Minute.
All right, we're going to have 1 minute to discuss, or we're going to have so much time. I just thought about that. Sorry.
We are.
So go ahead and take your time. We'll go Chibs. I almost said your name. Speaks, and then we'll go me. Ready? And go.
All right. So
Just talk really slow.
I have plenty of time, and I think that this Halloween is going to be. Oh man, to be honest, like I don't even know. Nothing's going to happen. That's all I got.
Yeah.
Next.
To be honest, I think that we're probably going to see a lot of people not really doing much, but I feel like we're also going to be a heavy balance of like not doing anything versus people still throwing parties, to be honest.
Mm.
For me, I just feel like it's interesting because the amount of people that are getting so mad, and it's like, well, if you would have worn your mask and socially distanced in the first place, then we wouldn't be here in October. Do you know what I mean? So it's interesting for me to hear all these people complaining and getting upset, but it's like, we could have handled this. And that's time.
Oh,
Oh shit, the remix. No, I was kind of like, okay.
Oh.
Go off, Chip.
Wait, isn't there normally like is there a rave that usually goes on around Halloween?
There's a rave like
hard.
But like,
there's a holiday for Labor Day rave.
Yeah, there's a Labor Day rave. Yeah.
Day of the Dead for hard.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Been there. It's real fun.
Oh,
But not this year or
no.
next year.
Hey, sidebar. There's now car raves. People hop in the cars and go raving. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Rather than just like, I don't know, just social distance and just wear your mask. Let's just.
But it is socially distanced. You're in your car.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
I feel like it's at this point. I feel like that socially distance and like staying indoors, wearing your mask. That's a good message. Like at month 3 and 4, but I feel like at month 8, it's time to adapt. Like
it's kind of.
As long as everybody's careful, no one's touching each other, everyone's in their own space, I think that's perfectly fine. You're probably safer doing that than going to the grocery store, because in the grocery store, you're touching things and like,
It's true. It's rough, guys. It's rough.
But talking about drive-in stuff, there's been a lot of drive-in Halloween themed things going on. I don't know if you've noticed, but like in LA, they have Halloween. They have trick-or-treating drive-ins, and they have like a Stranger Things drive-in thingy. They have like a whole bunch of new Halloween-themed drive-in stuff. I think it's just like how Chib said, to cater to us adapting to all this being our life,
We must adapt.
I just thought the funniest thing. So why do they have, like they have like the weird like Halloween mazes and whatnot, and they have the mirrors and stuff like that. What if they did a drive-through Halloween maze with like those wacky mirrors, and people start driving their cars in it, start crashing and shit?
Oh god!
Gosh. At first I was like, wait, they do have Halloween like drive-in mazes, but then I was like, the mirrors, that would be freaking crazy.
That'd be insane, and there would be you'd have to sign a waiver.
The lawsuits.
Yeah, you'd have to sign multiple waivers. Like, we're not liable. We didn't make you come in here. All right, we're just taking your money, and you do whatever you want.
We just make our own.
Yeah.
Mirrors everywhere.
Give us your money. Just give us the money, and you handle the rest.
But I did hear that they had like a haunted house where like you go and park, and then the monsters like come up to you and stuff like that. But I heard it was really lame. Like it wasn't.
Yeah, well,
it's kind of awkward. Like you're just sitting in your car, like, okay.
Yeah, I don't even know. Like, would you even? How do you even run that? Like, what do you do?
What do you
Like,
mean?
to get a car? Like, if you're
What
doing
do
a
you mean
drive,
you get a car?
yeah, but like, it's an elaborate like maze, like, cause like normally you go to
Well, it would
Hollywood.
be a huge maze.
You just
Yeah.
park in your car, and they
Huh?
come up to you. Like the monsters come up to you. You're parked in your car.
I guess
Uh,
I don't know. I feel like when you're protected, it's less like scary. It's like
Yeah.
so what? So are
Pull
they
my
just
window
so
up.
they
Be like,
just come
"Ah."
up? So they just come up and start like shaking your car and stuff?
I don't know if they can touch your car, but I
you
saw
can't even
like
touch your car.
TikTok where they're like coming up to you and like scaring you, or maybe they do kind of slam on the window or something. That'd be kind of
We're
scary.
gonna have to.
I-
We're gonna have to go try this out, and
I can
We
I can
should.
we should
I
do
can
it.
imagine the best they can do because we can't touch your car for liability. So you go see some guy who's like 10 feet, 6 feet away, or 10 feet away, going boo. He's driving.
Well, that's like the awkward part is you can see them coming. Like it's not
Yeah.
like popping out of anywhere. It's like, okay, I see you coming up to my car, bro. Like,
And are people paying for this?
yeah, yes, it would not be free.
I mean, there are
I
some
would
haunted
say
houses that are free, so like I don't
Mm.
know, you know.
But
it'd be
they're like,
smart if they can do
oh,
like a soundtrack to it. So like they'll even put it up real loud, so they'll be like, bam, when they come up.
wait, Jibs, that's fucking smart. Write that
Yeah,
shit
it's fucking
down.
smart.
Let's see. Yeah, no, there's that, and
Hey,
then
do you see this? I just trademarked that shit, so
Trademark.
I'm making money.
TM. But yeah, no, I mean that's interesting. I don't
I
even.
would do it. I think it would be. To me, it's like, when are we ever gonna experience something like this and get to do these things? Because we just have no choice right now. Like it's very interesting to me.
Yeah, we do, and I don't know, man. Like it's just weird. Like I'm at this point where it's just like just a complete overload of like just having to worry about staying in. I'm like I'm almost like can we just not anymore? Can we just do what we're supposed to do and just not do it for however long? Like
Hey guys,
No one's gonna listen.
I have a solution though.
What?
The first thing I need y'all to do is go on your phones or computer, buy a ticket to DC where it's not locked down. Y'all come over
Wait,
here
you're not.
on the
I
East
forgot.
no,
Coast.
California is one of the only places that are like locking things down still.
Something that I wanted to talk about too was the whole, because I know a lot of parents are mad that they can't take their kids trick or treating.
Yes.
How do you all feel about that?
So I mean, I don't know because like for trick or treating, like I feel as though
Mm-hmm.
you could probably just I mean, don't people sometimes just have like candy out like
But
by
then
their
they'd have
door?
to touch the bowl again, and it'd be like a germs thing. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Unless they individually like set out candies and like separated them, but that would be so
That'd be so much. It'd be too
tedious.
much work.
Well,
Or
my
like
thing is like the parents being upset. Like, okay, I understand, but these are the same people who like don't wear masks. Do you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
yes. The Karens of the world and the
Yeah.
whatever the male version
Karen.
of
Kyle's
the Kevin.
isn't Karen or
Darren.
Kyle's?
Or
Kyle.
No,
Kyle's.
Kyle's like a frat boy.
Oh, really? Okay. I thought it was a general. I
It's
think
gotta
all the
be
Kyles
Kevin.
out there, especially our Kyle. No
It's gotta be, yeah.
offense.
Shout out our Kyle for being an active listener too. By the way, thank you so much, Kyle.
Thank you for your service.
Yes, but isn't it Kevin?
I thought it was Darren, like Karen and Darren.
Heck no, Darren's way too like that could be used for
And that can be used for a black person.
yeah.
Darren and Deron. So
But yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know how because like, how do you have that conversation with your kid? You know, like, we're not gonna be able to go trick or treating this year.
See, I feel like this is about expectation setting. You should have told your kid in like April, yo, things are going to be a little different this year.
Would you
Or
have
in
even
June.
known we would be at this point though in
That's true, though.
October?
Yes. No, if you listened to not to like news
Trump.
or of course, but like if you actually like search all the like professionals saying like we're not going to see the end of it until best case scenario until February.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's best case scenario if you were doing
Best? We're
Like,
definitely worst case.
and that prediction, when I heard it, was in July, August.
Whew, whew. I don't even want to
Yeah.
know what we about to be at now, because now we about to be at some
5
oh,
years from now.
yeah, it's definitely going past February for sure, especially because like people I don't know. I've lost all faith in humanity at this point. Maybe just United States, because United States has been like one of the only countries that just seems to just be like, nah, fuck it, it doesn't exist.
I don't
Yeah,
understand.
India's gonna put it up there. But anyways, we're getting
Yeah,
the
yeah.
scope of this conversation is a little
Yeah.
wide.
I mean, it is centered around COVID, but yeah, you're right. Halloween, I don't know what you tell little Tommy, little Susie. Hey, you can dress up, but maybe as parents, you guys can just, you know what, maybe set up like I know it's like mixing holidays a little bit, but like maybe do like a candy hunt or something, so that way they're going through
Oh my
different
gosh. Wait, that's
going-
so smart.
maybe
Like
going
Easter-
through going through different rooms or something like that, and trying to like do it that way.
Or I
Yeah.
feel like at this point in COVID, I know that people are hanging out with other families, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe if you want to team up with like another family and just do like a trick-or-treating type of thing, like
or do it with your family, you know?
like drive to your family member's house, get some
Yeah,
candy.
and then set up something like that, and kind of like just make it as like familial as possible, you know? Like
yeah, I mean, because like I feel like with all holidays, it's not so much about what you do as much as it is like who you do it with.
mhm.
You
Mhm.
know. So I mean, I'm pretty sure, just like we can say, there's no Christmas without Christmas tree. There's no Thanksgiving without a turkey. It's like, no, it's about spending time with like your family and having a good time with the people that you're with. You
Yeah.
know. So I
I feel
mean,
like
yeah, I feel like
oh,
as long as you have like a costume, and and you're having a good time. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I think here the basic tenets of Halloween is costume candy. After that, you can like
Mhm.
fill in the details. You know.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say like I feel like though with Halloween, it's not. I don't feel like it's as like Halloween. I don't think it's as like family oriented as like Christmas
Yeah.
or Thanksgiving or those kind of holidays. To be honest,
That's true,
like
but I feel like there's everyone saying no trick or treating is the end of Halloween.
Oh
no.
yeah.
You know?
Do you think people are more upset with like I guess millennials, or do you think we're more upset about the trick or treating, or do you think it's more about like we're not going to be able to celebrate Halloween, like go out and do
I
all
think
that?
it's yeah. As millennials, I think it's the going out because we don't trick or treat.
Yeah,
You
we
know.
don't trick or treat anymore. Some of us do have. There are some, but like there are some people that have kids, but
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
so I
Actually,
think
there's a lot of them that have kids.
yeah,
I mean, I like they're have to get creative as well. I mean, because I mean, it's not that big of an option to
mhm.
at the moment. It's not just kind of like, well, what else can you do? And like I said, as long as you have a costume and maybe if there's candies involved, I still think you can have a Halloween. It
I
may
saw
not
this. Oh, go ahead.
Halloween we're used to, but nothing this year is like the way we're used to. So,
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah.
You gotta make what is it? Gotta make lemonade.
Lemons out of lemon.
Lemons out of lemonade. Is that
Wait.
it? Or lemonade out of lemons,
Yeah,
right?
I was like lemons out of
Lemonade.
lemon.
Lemonade.
No, we're trying to make lemonade out of pine cones.
You
So
have to make
we're still
lemon
gonna.
lemon.
Grab some limes and mix
Put it
them
in
in.
the coconut.
Yeah, mix it both together. Yeah,
Pick it
but
all up.
yeah, it's really difficult.
Well, I saw a tweet that was like, "Oh, so are we all just gonna dress up and hang out in our living room this Halloween? Like, what's the
Yeah,
situation?"
or do Zoom parties through that, like what we kind of tried
Oh,
to do.
yeah. I feel like people aren't doing Zoom parties anymore. I feel like people are actually going to their friends' houses and like hanging out more. You
Yeah,
know?
100%. Yeah, my Instagram stories would definitely verify that for sure.
I was not trying to call you out.
Oh no, not your. No, I didn't mean mine. I meant people that I'm like.
Oh.
Yeah, no, mine's
Do
you're
you
not
guys
gonna.
think that like at this point in quarantine that it's okay? Like I
I
don't
don't think it's
know.
okay. I mean, personally, no, I don't think it's okay. I haven't seen like, I haven't really seen or hung out with like friends in months on months on months on months.
But you hang out with people. Like, it's not like you're completely alone.
Oh no, I mean, like, I've hung out with basically it's just been my girlfriend and that's it.
Yeah, like you have someone that you hang out with.
Yeah.
But it's not like a whole
But yeah, if I didn't have my girlfriend though, that would be, I don't even know. Like that'd be rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think part of it that the fear factor is gone. Because when it first started, it was kind of just like we can get COVID and then die tomorrow. No one's just like, no one knew. Like,
Yeah, but which is still the case though. Like
Yeah,
if you
it
do
is.
COVID, that's why I'm like people kind of like I feel like have not, I won't say forgotten, but just like I think are just too comfortable with the idea of like, well, if I catch COVID, like fuck it at this point. You know what? I'm just tired. I want to do whatever it is that I want to do, and I respect that mentality, but at the same time, I don't think that's the best policy for that.
I think it's also the fact that a lot of people are like, oh, I haven't seen anyone get it or I haven't gotten it. So like I'm gonna keep taking little risks and trying to like push my limits.
Trying to push myself, trying to get myself okay with it, and then all of a sudden, all it takes is one person close to me.
Yeah.
Or like, and that's where people kind of like I don't think they think that far ahead because like, well, I'm young. Millennials probably are thinking more or less along the lines of like, well, I'm young and I'm okay, so I can do whatever the hell I want and I don't really care, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know,
well,
like,
actually, I'm gonna say something kind of controversial right now.
Ooh,
A little bit, not too controversial,
do
let's
it.
hear it.
but I think that it is still possible to trick or treat.
Okay,
But, yeah, but I mean, it's just that people are too like stupid to. Well, I don't say stupid,
I get
but
what you mean.
it's like they won't properly execute. I mean, it's just simply just kind of just like as long if we can get if it was like a community effort, let's just say like a small neighborhood, and want to make sure that it's all the baggie has to be individually wrapped, right? So you can't have like a bowl where kids jump with their hands, into the candy. But let's just say, so we all go into community center and we want to make sure that you see what's happening and you see the candy get bagged, right? Each house has like a designated, pure sanitized and like verified bag of candy outside of their house. So the kids can still walk. All the little parents can still like wave at them and say, "Oh my God, your costume's so cute," from a social distance. Grab their individual baggies, and then
okay.
can walk off. And there you go. You got your candy, you got your costume, you got your walking around.
Like,
And of course that takes the level of discipline that Americans are incapable of.
Yes,
But
yes. Yeah, asking people in Orange County to do that is like pulling
don't
teeth.
get me started in Orange County, man.
yeah, but I'm saying like it's not impossible.
You're right. I think we all just recognize and we have seen throughout this whole COVID history, people are incapable of doing that,
Oh yeah.
unfortunately.
I don't understand why people are so like, don't tell me what to do type of thing. Like they're not willing to take precautions and do things differently. They want to do it the way, like, I just don't understand. Like,
I feel like when you
Because
say
it's like this.
people, you gotta remember is Americans
Yeah.
because we always get what we want, like always.
It's really what it is.
like an ego thing, like, oh, we're better than everyone. We don't need to be doing
And also,
this.
I feel like people are taking people at way too face. Like they don't think far enough ahead because when let's say they're like, oh well, I've been quarantining, and so says they've been quarantining, so they definitely are fine. But then so and so tells other people that, oh well, I've been quarantining and we're totally fine. You start multiplying these numbers, and eventually you're playing a Russian roulette game. Eventually, somebody's gonna catch it, and this person that's so called been quarantining and being safe has not been.
That's scary.
But
That's why I feel like everyone should have gotten tested at some point in quarantine just to like make sure,
yeah, but that's also asking too much for people.
I know.
Yeah, man. This time, I took a test. Your boy's negative, but yeah. But oh man, it's uncomfortable, but it's necessary. But man, the way they stuck that shit up my nose. Oof.
It's I think also it's just I don't know.
Are you guys gonna do anything for Halloween? Like anything to try and somehow save Halloween in your own way?
I don't know. I may like I'm maybe just hang out with like my girlfriend and we'll dress up and maybe like just be with like maybe her roommates, like because they
See, I
are
feel
all
like that's like a
but
good way to still do something that's Halloween
like
themed.
that
You know?
that's basically it. Like there's nothing else that like you really can do. Like we're not going out to I don't even think are bars and clubs even open here?
I feel like they are, or something's
Yes.
open. I saw my
What?
friend at a
They're
bar.
No,
not?
like out here. No, out here. Maybe over there. Over here, I don't know. I feel like they are, but
I think they are, but I just how are people not scared? Like I watch TV sometimes, and when people are like at the grocery store without masks, I'm like, they're not wearing masks. Like my brain is already starting to do that, and it's scaring me.
yeah, it's like I don't know. I
Well, I mean, because some people like Halloween just because what other time of year you get to like dress up and like be someone else, and be some
yeah,
people like it because it's creative.
yeah.
Some people been planning their costumes for like all year, and some
But
people
then
really want to. Some people really want to stunt, and you just gotta bite the bullet because that ain't happening. But you can still like do the costume you want.
But here's the thing. You brought up a really good point. Halloween is about showing off your costumes. We have social media. We can
So
show
you
off
can
our
show off the
costumes.
costume.
Huh?
So you can show off the
Yeah, yeah. So it's like I really just feel like people dress up for like their Instagram and like to show their friends. Do you know what I mean? Because as adults and millennials, we're not going trick or treating and showing off our costume in that way. Like I usually work on Halloween, so I'll go to work. I'm not dressed up, but like if I want to come home, I can dress up and like take an Instagram photo. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, 100%. I agree.
So, real question for all of the millennials, with children. So, like, how do you think that what their plans are? We're probably just taking shots with our friends, but having the kids doing.
That's a good question.
I don't know.
Crying.
Yeah, some of them are probably definitely crying.
I feel like they're too young to really understand. Well, I mean, some are too young to really
No.
understand what the hell's going on, you know?
Oh yeah, well they don't. Yeah, they can't grasp the concept of why because all they hear is we can't go trick or treat.
Yeah, and it's like a pandemic. Like, when has anyone in our generation, or especially in their generation, like ever gone through something like this?
I think it's all a learning curve, and just kind of like how seriously do you want to take it, And what people don't seem to realize is that we haven't taken it as seriously, and we're still here.
Wait, I have a question. I just thought about this. How do
Yes.
you guys feel about the people who are like really pushing to have their kids trick or treat? Do you think it's weird that they're putting their children at risk? Like, do you think that that's some?
Oh, absolutely.
I
Do you know
feel
what I'm
like
saying?
I feel like that's probably more so coming from a more genuine place because they care about their kids and they're like my kid. I feel like it's not necessarily like
I
like
Wait,
understand
what?
it,
so like
but
it's coming from a more like they just want their kid to be happy. I understand.
Well, would you rather have your kid happy or sick?
Yeah, no, I get it.
Like that's
I understand that. I'm just saying.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I'm in the like. If I had a kid, I would be like, hey, little man,
little man.
hey, little man,
What if it's a girl? Little man.
hey man,
hey, little girl, hey, little girl, hey,
Little man.
hey, little girl, man,
Little
girl,
girl.
little girl, man.
Girl, man, I'm dead.
You're gonna dress up. You're gonna dress up in your way, and you know what we're gonna do? We gonna, maybe
Take an Insta photo.
yeah, or just go through. Well, like I said, or just go through different houses, go through different rooms in the house, and just try to trick or treat that way. Try to do something
Take
creative.
a walk around the block.
Yeah, or something like that. I don't know. But like you got to try to do something. I know that I feel like pumpkin patches are a thing right now.
Are they?
I think they are.
pumpkin patch are going to do like a hayride too.
I don't know, but there's something by my house where like they were growing corn and doing all this other stuff and like there's
Growing
pumpkin-
corn?
I swear they are. And like they're like having this like it looks like a mini not carnival, but like mini something like that. And I think it's
Festival
So
type of thing?
yeah.
so you're saying there's going to be a field of corn and small children? I feel like I saw a movie like that, and it did not turn out well.
I would start warning people. That sounds a little bit
But yeah,
sus.
it seems like something small is going on. So it looks like people are like life is still continuing and going on.
Like
Yeah.
I said, like after 8 months, we gotta adapt. Like
But you know
You
what?
know,
I've seen
it's Darwinism at this point. Either we're going to adapt or I'll just die.
Yeah, and it's like I don't really know how I mean, personally, me, I don't think I'm ready to really socialize like that and like go somewhere super public. But I
Mm-mm.
think I'm more willing to go to like a drive-in type of event. Like to me, that's okay if I hang out with like if I see like the one or two friends that I hang out with right now, like and I'm in the car and I'm not exposed to other people. But
Mhm.
I feel like a lot of people have a lot to say. Like with that TikTok that I told you about, people were like, y'all will do anything but stay at home. And like, oh, this is why the US is still shut down. Y'all don't want to stay home. But I'm like, what do you guys think about that? Do you think that that's okay? Or do you think that
I
people are
think that
just
they're
being
right.
extra?
They're 100% right.
What do you mean?
Mhm.
We want to the California more specifically. We want to do like, and I guess USA in general. We want to do everything but just stay at home.
Yeah, but how do you feel about them adapting? Like, I personally think the drive-ins are okay because you're not going to another person's car or in someone
Here's
else's
my
space, you know?
is it as important of adapting rather than just doing the hard work and just doing what we're supposed to be doing? Adapt, because that's what we're doing for businesses. That's the reason why you're working. That's the reason
Yeah.
why other people are working right now. I'm still furloughed, which is like fucking insane.
Well, my thing is like,
But
okay, Speaks, you said you hang out with your girlfriend, right?
yes,
So if you and your girlfriend were to go to a drive-in, that's the same amount of germs.
a drive-in. How you
Because
figure?
I'm talking about the drive-ins, and you were saying,
Oh.
no, why wouldn't people just stay home? And I'm like, well, if you're already hanging out with your girlfriend, you take her to the drive-in to go do a Halloween thing. What's wrong
Mhm.
with that?
I mean, nothing. I guess technically nothing is necessarily wrong with that. But to be honest, what I would much rather do is just stay at home, watch a movie, watch scary movies, and like
Yeah. No, I
celebrate
get
that
you.
way,
Yeah.
and like just be in a place where she already is. Like either she comes here or I go over there, and not go to another location.
But you're in your car. Like you're already in your car.
Even still, like just go to it doesn't hurt me that much to go. Would I rather go to a drive-in thing, or would I rather just stay home and just celebrate with the same person?
I think it's
I'm
a,
a, I'm a, well, I'm gonna just walk down like the middle road right here because I definitely see both of y'all's points pretty well.
uh-huh.
You know, because for Speaks, he's just saying like, if we don't stay at home, we will never ever get through this. And
Yeah.
people keep trying to find ways to work around this when really the only solution is one solution. You stay
Yes.
and get to home, and then after that will be over. Then again, even when talking about tea, talking about this is month 8, going on month 9. Like people are going like stir crazy like in their homes, and like they understand that we're trying to stay as safe as possible,
Mm-hmm.
or also trying to find ways to still like get out safely.
Yeah. And
We're trying to maximize that in the best ways that we can, that won't escalate the situation any further, but at the same time give us something different than the same 4 walls we've seen for the past how many ever months y'all been in the house.
Yeah, I think it's because like I know that people go out to dinner and like eat at like I have literally not gone anywhere, y'all. Like I don't go to the fucking park. I don't go to the gyms even though they're open. I've seen one friend. Like I have not left my room.
And my
So
my
for
point.
me, it's like I don't see a problem with me wanting to go to a drive-in, but I see the backlash that people get, and I'm like, oh shit! Like it makes me question, like, am I doing something wrong? I've been so cautious. I don't see why it's not like why it's a bad thing. Do you know what I mean?
So the reason why you're feeling that way is because you're the one that has done everything to a T. No pun intended. Like you're the one that has been doing what you were supposed to do. And if everybody would have taken that approach, we would not be in as bad of a situation.
So I see what you mean. I think what you're saying is like a lot of the people that are trying to make these loopholes are people that have already been going out and doing whatever they wanted.
Yeah, for the most part, I'm sure. Like a lot of it's
Yeah.
like that, but there's also other people that just have from jump have just not been
Yes.
set from jump, and they're just like, fuck it, I'm just doing whatever the hell I want, and whatever loophole. Like I haven't gotten it, so like it's not even real. Like I've had so many people tell me that COVID is a myth. COVID's not real.
I can't understand.
Oh boy.
Like the government is not really telling us the truth about COVID, and like everything, like not everybody's dying of COVID. They're saying that, oh, well, they died of like lung situations. And I'm like, you mean to tell me that a
Because of
respiratory,
COVID.
yeah, but you mean to tell me that a respiratory illness had nothing to do with the reason why their lungs were compromised and they died? Okay, for sure. Thanks, man. Like, next question. So I think the reason why you're so like, can we just do like something little is like because, well, if I've been doing everything correctly and I've been staying socially distant and only going out when I need to, like to a grocery store, to something like that, or whatever it is, like I get it. Why can't I just do my thing?
Yeah, like why can't I just stay in my car with like my friend? Like,
Yeah,
Like
I was Cyrus speaks on this one is definitely that when you give someone an inch, man, they go 10 miles. Like,
that's the problem. Then there's
yeah,
there's no cutoff. Now it's like, oh well, we got this far. Like, why can't we just go here? Why can't we just go here? Why can't we just go here? Next thing you know, it's just like, oh well, just fucking take the chains off and just like let everybody run rampant, which is what Florida's fucking doing.
yeah.
So like it, yeah, I can't feel bad when people like when we could have been doing what we were supposed to, which was staying inside. Like everybody in this podcast was doing that. Like we were just inside chilling, not doing anything, being socially distant. So like of course we would like to, have some type of chain lifted off, but unfortunately we were like in the minority of people that were doing it.
So in
And
conclusion, do you all feel like people adjusting to the new Halloween events and going to them, do you think that that's a problem?
I say just like what is the big deal of just canceling these things right now? Like just don't go. Like it's a year.
Mhm.
It's not like we're saying never go back ever again.
Mhm.
It's just like, why is there such an urgency to can we just do a little bit of this? It's just like, just look, fuck it, 1 year or like one few more months of just no doing anything and then see where we're at. Like that's all it is. It's just no, right now, not forever, just right now.
Okay. What about
yeah.
you, Chibs?
Um, like I said, some people will leave and say, "I'm on both sides," or "I don't know, I can't decide. I'm not going to answer." I'm just
Oh
kidding.
no.
Yeah. Um, but I will say I want to do like a devil's advocate for what Speaks said.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of just like you say like, oh, it's just this one time, it's just this one year. Well, is it? Do we really know how long it's going to last? Do you really know what's going to happen this time next year?
You're right. We don't,
Okay.
but at the same time, I could also, if you're playing devil's advocate, there's two sides to every coin. So like, do we really know? It's like, well, what happens if all we do is this, and then we're done? Like we're home free. Like same thing. It's like, well, what happens if we were just to give it up for just this one year, and then that ends up being what we needed, and we're done? Or as opposed to adapting to it, being around it, and then just it's never going to be fully where we need to be. I would like to be like other countries, like where like then some I don't know where it was at, but somebody just had like a whole ass like DJ set and like concert, like no mask, no nothing, because
No
their
social
country
distancing?
no social distancing because their
Ew.
country's COVID levels were so low and so
Oh.
minuscule
Oh, okay.
to the point where it was okay, and they took all the hinges off of everything, and like it's
That's
under
still kind of dangerous, isn't it? To just all of a
And
sudden. Oh, I'm sure they had phases, right?
yeah, they had
Oh,
phases, but
okay.
they also had people that took conjoined effort to make sure that it was okay. Like,
Mhm.
so if we would have just done what we were supposed to, we wouldn't be in this situation. So to answer your question, yes, I would love to be able to adapt. And that's probably what we're going to do because businesses want to just make money and all that other stuff. So that's
well,
what we're going to.
it's not just businesses. People want to get paid as well.
Well, that I said people want to make money. Businesses, people want
Oh,
to make money.
okay. Just businesses. Well, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
And it's not just businesses. People also want to get paid. I understand that. But there are certain like it's just if you've like seen how the American citizens have been treated compared to other countries, it's just like, bro, people got their rent froze and all other bills were like frozen for like 3 months, so people didn't have to worry about it. Like, why can't we just do that so people can just stay the fuck home?
Well, because didn't you hear? America's number one.
Apparently,
Well,
yeah,
in
we're
COVID
number one.
cases.
Yeah, we're number one. And if we want to keep maintaining that number one, anyways, we're gonna get off topic. We're sticking to Halloween. Halloween.
I mean, it is relevant to Halloween and how we're adapting.
Yeah.
I got one. So, what's y'all costumes? You know, like you said, we can't just let Halloween die. So,
I'm probably just gonna be a teacher.
I'm gonna be a bat.
You bat?
Yeah.
I'm a teacher.
Or what is it? Robin from Stranger Things. I have 2 costumes that I'm gonna sit in my living room. And
which one's Robin?
Did I not see Strangers? I didn't see the third season.
From Scoops, you know the Scoops Ahoy costume? They work at the ice cream place.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. I got it.
Yeah.
I was super late to the Stranger Things party. I watched it this past month or month and a half. Really good show.
I need to see the first season.
It's really good. It's really good. You know what I need to get? Like, I need to come back? Ozark. I don't know if you guys have watched Ozark.
I've heard of that.
Ozark is a good one. But yeah, we're getting off topic. Yeah.
Well, for me, at least, I feel like if you are already hanging out with someone and you decide to go to an event that is socially distanced and safe, I think that's okay. But I think if you're going to go to a freaking bar with your friends and party with like a bunch of random strangers, I think that's reckless. And you should still take into account social distancing and being safe, you know?
Yeah. So like so you're talking about a drive-in with just you and another person?
Yeah, with like you, because I mean, let's be real. We've all hung out with like a friend or two, you know, like, you know, your girlfriend, like whatever, our family members, those people count. They're not people in your household if you don't live with them. Do you know what I mean?
True.
So I feel like it's okay if you're going to go and do something with them in your car. And I think that's safe, you know?
Okay. Fair.
But I think the people that are trying to treat this like, let's have a fucking Halloween party and invite 20 people and go to the bar and then go eat at a restaurant. It's like, no. That's too much. Like there's not a standard. There's like a line, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's trust me. I understand. I get it, but I just can't really go along with it, unfortunately, right now. Just given the situation that we're all in.
Dang. Well, final thought for me is that I'm stuck in the middle. Like I see both sides.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to say like T is not making valid points. Like I completely understand, but it's easier for me to be accepting to her side because I know that she's been taking the necessary precautions. The thing is that if we generalize that to the public as an overall whole, it hasn't been that far. There hasn't been as many people doing what T's been doing. Hasn't been doing as like what I'm doing, what you're doing. It's been in the other direction of people just trying to find ways around doing stuff instead of just doing the one thing that we need to be doing.
Nice. All right. T, final thoughts?
I just say stay safe. Still try your best to social distance, you know, get tested.
Yeah.
All right.
Go. What about you?
All right.
You're on the middle?
Yeah, I'm on the middle, y'all. Just, you know, it's hard out here. We all gotta get spooky somehow, so let's make sure that y'all safe in whatever way that y'all do it, because we don't want to be doing this in Halloween of 2021.
Yes, I agree, 100%. All right. Well, if you made it this far, we really appreciate your listen. We really really appreciate the listen. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, make sure you rate us 5 stars on whatever platform it is that you're using, and then give us the criticism. Let us know what your costume will be and what you're going to be doing for Halloween. If you're going to not be social distant and just do whatever you want to do, make yourself anonymous and just put it that way. But yeah, thank you guys for listening. Shout out to 3-Bit. Shout out Productive Culture for making everything happen.
Shout out Productive.
And shout out to 3-Bit. And we're out of here, guys.
All right. Stay spooky.
Stay spooky. Stay safe. Save
Stay
mask
spoopy.
up.
Spooky.
Spoopy.
All right, guys. Peace.
Bye.